Hey guys, it's Cole from BergPeaks here. To the right, I have a 2010 Cayenne Porsche.
It's a Cayenne 2010 Transyberia in 1 of 6 spec. What's so special about it?
Yeah, so this is a 1 of 6 out of the 444 Porsche Transsyberias that they made. What's special about this car is the color spec of this. This is a dark metallic gray with a black interior, silver gauge cluster, and it has everything that makes the Porsche Cayenne Transyberia so special. What's special about the Porsche Cayenne Transyberia is that they actually built this car to run the Transsiberian race, and they won it. So to celebrate that, they made 444 versions of this car, varying in specifications is what you can get. This one is spec'd out with the air suspension. It has the body cladding, the interior pieces. It's basically a Porsche Cayenne GTS with a Cayenne S body. So it's kind of a sheep in wolf's clothing, or a wolf's in sheep's clothing, whatever. Yeah, sheep's clothing. I ran it a little backwards there. But we have taken this car from being awesome already to everything that you can put on it. We put, metal bumpers, tubular bumpers, got full underbody protection. It's got all the accessories on it. So we'll kind of walk around and show you the BergPeaks edition of how we would have built this car from the factory with all the mods that we know what to do. So we'll walk around it.
Not only does Berg modify and make sure the vehicles are safe for the next owner, but can you tell me what you did to this car to make it so good?
Yeah, so this went through our BergPeaks restoration process. This car was very well maintained when we got it, and we did minimal things to actually get it to where it needed to be. A lot of the stuff was modifications, but we also went through the surface history. We made sure that all the fluids are fresh and are changed out. We made sure that all the maintenance items like spark plugs, cabin air filters, all the things that we know go bad on these cars, we did to it. So at the end of the day, you have a turnkey vehicle ready to hit the trails.
No check engine lights, no codes,
nope,
everything's fine in this car.
This is as clean as you can get and as well built as you can get for one of these Transsyberias.
We're gonna walk through the modifications now and see what they've done to it specifically. In the front of the Cayenne, what do we got?
So we built this car with the best products on the market that we could find to build this and put this together. So for lighting, we went with the Baja Designs package. It's got 4 LP4s in the front, and it's got 6 LP6s up top. It's got XL80s for fog lights, for ditch lights. It's got S2s in the back for dust lights, and it has chaser lights on the back as well.
They also have a really sick chase bar that's integrated into all the lights, and it's just on all the time. I love it. Love looking at it from behind too.
It's all factory integrated. We made it so it throws no error lights on the dash, no real warnings, but we wanted to have the best possible lighting package on this car. So when we do night wheeling, or if we go up to ski mountains, we have the ambers in the front to lead the way. There's so many little details that are just, we changed and put brand new parts to make it straight off the showroom feel.
With the tubular bumper, you also have a worn winch.
Yep, we have a worn VR10S behind here with factor 55 flat link on it. Everything is made to be, kind of look factory integrated with the inverted Torx bolts and the cutout in the bumper, so you can get to the free wheel there.
Free spool it?
Free spool it when you're pulling it out and doing a recovery.
You guys added the yellow to match the accents and the lights and the traction boards actually, right?
Yeah, we wanted to add a little spice to it. So we did a yellow accent off of the original Transyberia stripes, and we did like the yellow recovery boards up top. We actually refinished the calipers yellow as well.
With the calipers, 33-inch ridge grapplers.
Yep, and they're our off-road tire size, so it's a 33 by 12.5. So it's this is about as big as we build on these cars, just to fit the wheel well and still be very usable.
I fit 35-inch tires on a car, but sometimes it doesn't make a lot of sense, especially if you got coilover suspension. Have a bit too much up travel and you're clearing a lot more than you really should on these cars.
This is running our BergPeaks 2.5 air suspension lift kit. The reason we do that is because this had a different air suspension lift kit on it, but we wanted to get it dialed and shake it down so it can hit heading trails that you want while still being comfortable. And what makes that so special is our air volumetric spacers, and we actually change the spring rate and lower it, make it a little bit more cozy off-road. So it's got that paired with our upper control arms that we make, and they're fully camber adjustable, so everything's within the alignment spec we want to do. It's got full polyurethane bushings throughout the whole car, so all the suspension components have been gone through and refreshed, so this thing is handling tight.
You guys changed the lower arms, upper arms, like all the touch point, all the pivots points are brand new on this.
Correct. Yep, all brand new. They just have break-in miles on them. and really just kind of test it out, make sure everything feels great. We got every skid plate optional that we can put on that, and that includes engine, transfer case, transmission, rear diff, gas tanks. We have skid plates on the compressors and the air tank, rock sliders. Everything is made so you can slide this thing over any obstacle you want without damaging anything. Has an ultra table on it. Every option that you can get pretty much from rig just got on it, so it's a fully loaded tire carrier.
And a wired in light. And what about the reverse cameras on this too, right?
Yep, we mounted a reverse camera down on the rig so you can see where you're backing up.
Sweet. Are those easy to connect and disconnect?
You can disconnect it, yeah.
Sweet, in case they want to take the spare tire off for some reason.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you using this as a diesel can?
That is for a diesel can, for a diesel heater or some sort. That's kind of how we spec'd it.
So if you're camping, you can use a diesel heater on the road.
And it's got a water jug in the back as well, and then you have petrol on the other side.
These are 2 gallons, right?
They are 2 gallons.
The Berg branded shield right here. Tapped into the side, and then shovel mount up top. Looks like the wiring for the lights is pretty clean too.
All mil-spec wiring on it.
What is mil-spec?
Mil-spec is the
most water resistant.
Water resistant, all heat shrinked.
In the back, what have you guys done here?
Yeah, so the customer wanted a couple pieces that so they can mount some accessories. So it's got molly panels all around. It has a power tank mount in the back there. We haven't moved to the side because we have the toolbox that we used the other day. We have like cool features like some integrated charging ports that we've installed. There's throughout the vehicle.
Okay, and that displays voltage. There's also one of these in the front in the ashtray. What does a power tank do?
Power tank is going to be a CO2 tire inflation system. So air your tires up really quickly with compressed air.
So in the back, there's not anything too special, but these are like the GTS style seats or the sport seats, right?
They're the sport seats, yep. So they came in the GTS, they came in the Transsyberias, they came in the Turbo S's. These also have the silver buckles, the silver seat belts, which is special to this car. There's also some things that we did. So we put charging ports in the back here as well. It's got a USB-C.
And I've never seen this not have like a cover matching the rest of these. So that's new. I've never seen that before personally. Up front, they did one of my favorite things, which is a brand new steering wheel. It's a GTS style steering wheel, so it's a thicker bolster than the other Cayennes. And you can really feel like it's just quality in your hands.
It's heated, so when it gets to colder temperatures, the car will automatically turn the heated steering wheel on. We also put a brand new OEM shifter on this to refresh the interior.
The leather's so nice.
And then we have another quick charger that we've made.
And it fits and just pushes away. Nice.
That's one of my favorite features.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Apple CarPlay radio that we installed here. So has kind of all the modern updates that it needs. Has a Garmin dash cam setup that's fully hardwired in the car.
I've also never seen the temperature gauges labeled like this, like fan speed and temperature. I've never seen those on another car. Does it say Transsyberia on there? Just Porsche. Nice.
Yeah, and then if you look at the dash, it's a custom dash.
You take the camera?
Custom dash in this car that are exclusive to the Porsche Transsyberias. Another thing that is exclusive to the Transsyberia is going to be the door sills.
Sick. You guys also have the you guys have a trigger controller in this controlling all the lights.
Yep, all of our lights are back here labeled and all controlled wirelessly. You can just pop this out, take it anywhere you want, and control everything in the car.
That's sick. Now we did take this on a single trail, and he did drive this out from Denver, towing his military trailer behind it. So it's not as clean as it will be when it's listed for sale. Yeah, just kind of a stock Cayenne S.
So this has a motor out of the GTS. So it's the higher output V8 naturally aspirated motor. So it's got a little bit more than the S would have.
Do you know if it's actually a different motor or is it just tuning? What's going on?
I believe it's different camshafts and software to get the extra power bump.
Huh. Looks like Evans waterless coolant.
Yep, car has Evans waterless coolant in it.
That allows it to not boil, right?
Has a higher boiling point, yes. And that's just another added layer of protection that we have, so we're not boiling coolant in the car.
Personally, I've experienced boiling coolant, and it'll actually break some of the plastic coolant stuff around the car. Like on the turbos, it'll break the T's in the back if your coolant does start boiling. Or if you do still have the plastic stuff underneath the engine, intake, you risk breaking that when your coolant boils.
Powertrain wise, the only really performance things that we've done is we have AFE dry air filters in the boxes themselves, so they're a cleanable dry air filter that you can dust out and wash. So when you're doing weekend trips like that, we can clean them all. And then we have a fully custom 2.5-inch exhaust with a double X pipe that goes all the way from the catalytic's back, and this car sounds really good.
Does it still pass emissions in every county or every state?
It should.
Because it's cat back, right?
It's post emissions components, yes.
Okay, sweet. So it'll pass in California. Well, it sounds killer too. Probably get some rev videos in here. And it looks like we got so many compliments even just driving it to this spot. Let's, get some B-roll and a little bit of driving footage.